NYCFC looks to get one step closer to defending their MLS Cup title. Sunday, they're heading north of the border to take on a hot CF Montreal squad who's lost just once in their last 16 games. Roberto Abramowitz is the Spanish play-by-play announcer for the City Boys, and he's joining us to break down this must-watch matchup. And when I say must-watch matchup, it's because Monday against Miami, I couldn't sit down. I had the greatest time at that match. The City fans were standing up, going to the extreme. I had a great time. And neither one of these teams have lost in more than a month, and both have looked good in their first round wins. So which team has the edge and why?
Well, it's hard to say. I think it's a pretty even match. Montreal, as you mentioned, has been playing very, very well. They've got their act together for sure, playing in Saputo Stadium. Stade Saputo, if you want to say it correctly, up in Montreal has really been a fortress for them. New York City already went up there and tied 0-0 July 30th. But it was a very different squad that New York City put on the field that day. So now they have a different formation. They have several different players now that the team is healthy for the most part. And I expect to see a very competitive match that if it winds up going into overtime and penalty kicks, I wouldn't be surprised.
You mentioned how it's going to be competitive. Montreal has a competitive and dominant offensive trio of Ramel, Kyoto, Kamara, and Mihalovic. So how does City neutralize those three weapons?
Well, it's not going to be easy, but then again, New York City is one of the better defensive teams that the league has, especially when everybody is healthy. And now pretty much everybody is healthy. You have the three central defenders that are about as good as you have in the league with Thiago Martins, Maxime Chanot, and Alex Callens. And then you have the support on the side. And if in the middle, especially between Maxi Morales and Acevedo, who has been one of the unsung heroes during this whole run that New York City has had since they beat Atlas for the Campeones Cup. He's been very good defensively, allowing other people to go forward and sitting in front of that defense, sometimes in the middle of that defense, and really putting fires out. So I expect this to be a really, really good game, and I think that New York City's defense can match up very, very well with Montreal's powerful offense.
Let's dive in a little bit deeper on these unsung heroes. Which players could be heroes for the boys in blue?
Well, you have to look at Gavi Pereira for one of them. I mean, he's just been playing sensational since he's been able to get himself into the lineup. It doesn't matter if it was as a sub or now as a starter, because the minute he came in, he was instant offense. He really likes to be able to dribble the ball in front of the box and then shoot with his left leg. He can get in with combinations. He's been very, very good that way. Maxi Morales, playing a little bit deeper, can distribute the ball anywhere on the field. And Santi Rodriguez, who had 2 assists in the game against Miami, has really been an unsung hero in many ways. He had 13 assists during the regular season, 2 more in the playoff game. So there's a lot of forward power that New York City has, and they'll be able to unleash against Montreal up at Stade Saputo.
Roberto, I lived in Montreal for 4 years. Make sure you try the poutine up there, and good luck on Sunday.